Alright, so I have to let everybody know about my near death experience last night. Okay. I had been out all night last night, so it's nothing new. I'm always out. I don't come in my room sometimes till like 2, 3 in the morning. Okay, not that late, but I normally don't be back in my room until like maybe 2, 2:30 sometimes. I'm out of my business, walking up the steps. Everything's cool. Woo, woo, woo. I'm all excited about going to my room. I'm about to get into bed. I was going to make a YouTube video last night, so I was kind of excited about that too. Get to my room, honey. I walked in. First of all, my room is always a mess. Like, I'm a messy person, so I had clothes all over the place. But I walked to my room, and it was dark. And I normally keep my TV on, but I was like, okay, maybe I just didn't turn it off. I mean, maybe I just forgot to leave it on. So I'm walking in, and immediately I feel like something's wrong. I immediately feel like something is wrong. So I'm like starting to like freak out or whatever. I turned the fucking light on, and you will never believe what I saw. You will never believe what I saw. I saw like 6 different big ass, humongous ass, cat looking, bat looking, rat looking roaches on my fucking floor. Like they were the size of fucking cats, domestic cats. I had a heart attack. I immediately screamed. I screamed and ran out this room. Luckily, I have a good friend downstairs that could definitely help me out. But before I went downstairs to get him, I kind of gathered my thoughts and gathered everything back together because I realized I dropped my computer. And then I was like, I can't drop my computer because that's my life. So I knew I had to go back to get it. So I gathered up the courage to come in here and attempt to kill these roaches. I know for sure I saw at least 6. I know for sure. But when I came back in, I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything at all. And it was ridiculous. So what I had to do is, oh my god, it's making me tear up thinking about it. It was disgusting. So what I ended up having to do is I came in my room and I was like, I kind of did this to myself. I turned the light off and I jumped on my bed. So I jumped on my bed and I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. If they like the dark, they'll come back out with the light off. So I turned the light off. And then as soon as I turned the light off, I got on my bed for like 2 seconds. And then I ran back and turned the light back on. All of them were back out all over again. But then when I jumped, it was like they just jumped. Like they just flew everywhere. And so like then like one was the hugest. I think it was like the mama or the daddy roach. Like or wherever it was. And it just flew on my wall. Ridiculous. Flew on my wall. And when I kid you not, he was the size of this freaking brush. He was at least this big, and he was on my wall. Picture something like this on your wall. That's a roach with like 6 different legs and everything. Anyway, what would you have done in a situation like that? Okay, so anyway, like I was saying, I was terrified. Like I was terrified. I couldn't deal. I really couldn't. And so after that, like I, I just didn't know. Like I really thought I was gonna die, so I just stood by my door and looked at these things running around my room. And eventually, I got enough courage to like grab a flip flop, like this one. I grabbed the fucking flip flop and I went to work. Like I murdered all these fucking bitches. Like one of them I had to chase, but it was fine because this bitch really was trying to die, and I think it was that big one that was on the wall. But I couldn't tell them apart anymore. Like once I started swinging, all of them looked exactly the same, and I only had one motive, and it was to kill those bitches. Like literally kill those bitches, and I had to. So that's what I did. And then afterwards, I was like freaking out. I was like, why did roaches want to be in my room? It's like my room, like, is it filthy? Is it like nasty? But I know I don't keep my room nasty. I mean, it's messy. Like, I have clothes all over the floor. But that's the experience. I will never leave my room that messy again. My friend came up from downstairs, the one I told you about, came up and helped me clean. Last night my eyes were bloodshot red and tears were running down like forever because we cleaned so thoroughly. Oh my god, I had never smelled so much of this stuff in my life. I mean, I cleaned up like I was like Guadalupe or something. Like, I cleaned up every fucking thing. And I'm still in the process of cleaning now. Like, I don't know if you ever saw my room before, but the last time I made a video, I had my suitcases and stuff. Oh my god, all that stuff is put up and on me everywhere. It's on me, and my suitcase is zipped all up. My suitcase is like in my closet, all stacked up real pretty. My clothes are all hanging up and stuff. I wish I could like close my drawers some type of way where only I could open them with like a button or something, because I really don't want roaches in there, and it's ridiculous. But that was my near-death experience that I just thought you should know about. Nothing serious, but I'm just telling you, watch out for roaches because they come and get you. They really don't like people. They don't. The only thing they like is to terrorize and torture. But if you like that kind of stuff, then hey, go ahead, shoot. I don't really care, but I advise you not to do it. I seriously do. Well, anyway, live, love, love, people, peace, and love. I just had to tell you about my near-death experience last night, and it was terrible, and I'm still living on it right now. Peace and love, people. Peace and love.